welcome back to the Amputee Angler, and we are indoors in the fishing unit today, the garage, the outbuilding, the workshop, whatever you want to call it. That's coming along nicely. I'll get a good video once it's finished for you. But today we're going to do a quick 5 or 6 minute rod review video for you of the Uglystik 1220 boat rod. I know everyone wants to see fishing videos, but these rod reviews and reel reviews, they do help people out when trying to make a purchase, and I will only ever review something when I've really put it through its paces. I'm well renowned for breaking things and trying to break things, so I will never just recommend something willy-nilly to you. If I recommend it, it's because I've used it and I've tried it. Okay, so yeah, Uglystik 1220. It's probably what they would call it. It's a low-end rod. It's not a budget rod, a cheap rod, as I would say. You know, you can spend 20 quid on a rod. I think this one was about 70, I think, off the top of my head. There is a slight upgrade of these, the Uglystik Graphite, but this one here was about 70 quid. It comes in 2 pieces, so you get the butt section, and then obviously you get the main length of the rod, and then it just simply sticks together as normal. Obviously some rods they screw in these days, the bigger, heavier conger rods they screw in. This one just simply pushes in like normal. Bit of Vaseline or WD-40 on the joints just helps easier to pull apart and put back together again. Sometimes they can get stiff. Nice little screw reel seat there as well. Again, bit of Vaseline or WD-40 on the screw threads there. It is quite butt heavy, so what I mean by that is, you know, it's before it's even got the reel on, it is really sort of the weight, all the weight is in the butt. I know that can be the case with most rods, but I like a rod that's fairly well balanced, and this one isn't, and by the time you stick a reel on there, all the weight is going to be in that back end. But that's okay though. It's 7.9 feet long, 2.36 meters, and like I said, it is a 1220. And let's get that in there for you. And then, like I said, it's an Uglystik made by Shakespeare. Okay, like I said, not a bad rod. We've done it this year. We use these for multitude of things really. I use it a bit of an all-round rod. So I use it for my rough ground fishing, my wrecking, and my turbot fishing, and it hasn't done me wrong. It's pretty good. It's got the glass tip, familiar with Uglystik, so like I said, it's got the glass end there, and it's a fairly, I wouldn't say it's a stiff rod, and I'll insert a picture of me here now for you, fishing on a nice sunny day, and you can see the bend in the rod. But it takes sort of the main bend of the rod is in the first sort of 5 rings really. I do like more of an all-through action, so what I mean by that is that a lot of the rod will take up the weight, so it flexes a bit more down through. But this one is a bit strong in the tip, and for that reason alone really, I'm moving rods this year. I'm going to go to a Penn Squadron 2, I've got a pair of those coming, and obviously I'll do a review of those for you as and when I get them going. Yeah, not a bad rod for the money, certainly. I'd recommend it if you're looking at a cheaper sort of rod, then this won't do you wrong. The only gripe I've got is that the eyes on it, they're not the best of eyes. We actually had one break unbeknown to me. Me and my partner was out turbot fishing, and we lost 2 turbot at the boat. The braid just parted, and I stripped braid off the reel thinking that perhaps we'd scraped it on a wreck or, you know, rough bottom, perhaps it had chafed a little bit. And after the second fish, you know, one after another, I said, no, something's not right. And on closer inspection, we'd actually chipped the ceramic insert of the rod, of the eye, and it was like a razor blade. It had chipped in such a way that it had tapered off into a really sharp point, and it was just slicing through the braid as soon as we got tension on it. So obviously we noticed that, we stopped it, and it was only a passing comment to the tackle shop that I said about that the eye had broken and it had cost me fish, and they actually said that there's a guarantee on them, so they replaced the rod like for like, and I got a new one, old one back in, and there was no problem. So other than the lost fish, which was a little bit heartbreaking, there was no extra cost outlay. I didn't have to repair the eye or get a replacement sent away or anything like that. It was a straight 1-for-1 in my tackle shop. Whether or not that's the case with just the manufacturer, or if it was a tackle shop thing, I don't know, but that was the case for me, so there was no harm lost. All in all, you know, not a bad little budget rod, and out of 10 I'd give it a 7. You know, it's not the best rod you're ever going to hold, but it is a decent enough job to get you through. I'm going to be using these for all my guests on the boats now, so they're going to get a set of these. You know, they're perfectly good to use for yourself, but I like something a bit more, with a bit more action in it, a bit lighter. This is quite a bulky rod, but like I said, for the money, you can't go wrong. So that is my rod review of the Uglystik 1220 boat rod. Please do like and subscribe and give me a follow, and I'll be sure to put more videos up soon. Obviously we've got a new boat now, so I've got a whole ton of things planned. Spending hours yesterday looking through marks and stuff, so hit that subscribe and follow button and notifications on, because you're not going to want to miss this year, okay? Cheers guys.